Hey everyone, in this video I'll show you how to graph some interesting inequalities. So here we have y is greater than the absolute value of x plus 5 and y is less than or equal to 2. So to graph the first one, recall that the absolute value function just looks like this when it's graphed. It's got this V shape. This point is at the origin. And so we know that's going to be the general shape that we start with. Now this plus 5 happening inside the absolute value bars, which is like inside the parentheses, means we're going to have a horizontal shift of 5 units, and it's going to be in the opposite direction of whatever that sign is. So it's 5 units to the negative direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and actually now I remember I need to make this a dashed line because it's just greater than. So let me just fix that up, clean that up a little bit. And then, of course, we go to do this side. So where do we shade it? We always have to shade when we have these inequality graphs. Well, we are going to shade this above our graph. You know, everything that's greater than this. Now, our other inequality is y is less than or equal to 2. You know, any line y equals some constant is going to be a horizontal line, so, and we know it's or equal to, so it's going to be a solid line. Here's 2. So we draw our line for that. And it's less than, so we will shade below the line. Now notice we have an overlap here in this triangular area. So that overlap is the solution to the system of both those inequalities. And I highly recommend going back in and reinforcing that visual of this is the overlap area. So you want to make it really clear that that's where the solution is. You want to be able to see it from across the room. Nobody has to hunt for it. It's like that's the solution. Another interesting thing to graph is this kind of inequality. X squared plus y squared is greater than 9. A lot of times what makes it easier is to rewrite this thing as an equation. Squared equals 9. And recall that this is the equation of a circle that's got its center at the origin, and it's got a radius of 3, because the radius will be the square root of whatever number's over here. So the radius of 3 means we can go out 3 in every direction from the center. Now, in terms of drawing the circle, we're not going to draw a solid line because we've just got greater than in our original inequality. We need to draw a dashed line. I'm going to move this paper a little because it's easier to draw a circle like this if you move your paper as you go. Instead of trying to make your wrist turn in different directions. All right, so we have a circle. So to finish our graph, we need to do some shading to reflect that x squared plus y squared is greater than 9. Again, where do we shade? Well, think about this. We could test a point, and the point 0, 0 is not on the circle itself, so we can plug that in. 0 squared plus 0 squared is just 0. Is that greater than 9? No. So we're not going to shade inside the circle, we're going to shade outside. So all this area out here that I'm shading is the solution set for this circle inequality.